Ms. McCormick, you are suing the defendant, Mr. Johnson, here for custom doors. You claim that you paid the defendant up front to install these 3 custom doors for you, but after receiving the money, you claim that he delayed the work, gave excuses, and eventually just stopped communicating with you. You had to cancel the project, hire someone else, and now you want a refund of $4,000. Mr. Johnson, you claim that the delay was due to the custom order for these doors. You also claim that the plaintiff tried to change the orders up in the middle of everything, which caused even more delays. And you were also dealing with a personal health issue that added to those delays. But you intended to still complete the job. You claim the plaintiff didn't allow you to do that and canceled it before you could complete the job, and so you believe you owe her nothing. Ms. McCormick, tell me about these repairs that you were trying to make to a home that you inherited.
Yes.
Okay.
In October of 2024, my dad passed away and I inherited the house. And my parents did not do very many projects on the house. They didn't fix it up. They didn't do any repairs. So when I got the house, there was a lot of needed repairs and remodeling that needed to, keep it up to code. We noticed that the doors had some termite damage because there was termites all around the frames and there was wood rot. So we also looked at the actual structure of the older doors and they all needed to be replaced. So I was referred by a friend to Kyle to have the doors installed and purchased through him.
Okay. Mr. Johnson, what do you do?
I do home remodeling.
How long have you been doing that?
I've been in business for over 20 years.
Over 20 years?
Yeah.
Okay. So you called Mr. Johnson
Yes,
to come by?
Yes, we called him. We were in Atlanta at the time at our regular home, and the home in Florida is my new home from my parents. We had called him and we had asked him to come by and do measurements of the door frames so that we knew what size doors that we needed. And he met my sister-in-law there and proceeded to do measurements. And then he called us either later that night or the next day with all the measurements so he could give us an estimate of the doors that we needed to have done and have installed.
Okay, and he sent you an invoice for $5,144?
Yes.
Okay, and you paid half of that?
A little more than half.
Okay.
We paid for the full purchase of the doors.
Okay.
And the rest of that was his labor.
Okay, so you paid for the doors in order for Mr. Johnson to go ahead and order
Yes.
those. Okay, Mr. Johnson, is that right?
Partially.
Okay.
She gave me a deposit of $3,086.40 for just the doors. It had nothing to do with my labor.
Right, she said that.
That's what I said.
Okay, so you ordered the doors with the money she gave you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What did you tell her in terms of how long that was going to take for the doors to come in?
Well, from the very beginning, I told her 7 to 10 days.
7 to 10 days.
Once I ordered them, the 10 days went by, and they said they were on back order, and they said it was going to be another 8 weeks. So.
Is that how it happened?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
There's not one conversation that we have had that he mentioned 8 weeks. There's only text messages of me asking when the doors were going to come in, him stating 7 to 10 days, or they're on back order 1 to 2 weeks. And then again, after 2 weeks, 7 to 10 days.
When did you place these orders for these custom doors, sir?
In February.
In February. When did you reach out to him?
2 weeks after.
To get an update? 2 weeks had gone by?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
down in Florida at the house doing some repairs on the house, and my truck had broke down, so I was going to be there an extended amount of time. So I decided to finish some more projects, and I thought the doors should be delivered by now. I'm going to be here to oversee it and meet Kyle. And they never showed up, and we continued to text and call.
What did he
no
say when you
response.
reached out the first time about the status of the doors?
He said that they were on back order, and it was going to be another week or two.
Okay, so do you remember her reaching out?
Yes.
Okay. Were you aware that these were custom doors and they would be on back order when you placed the order?
I did not.
You did not?
No.
Okay. What was going on with your health at the time?
I was diagnosed with minimal change disorder. It's an autoimmune disorder, so I was in the hospital. I ended up getting a blood clot in my leg. It was pretty severe, kind of out of the blue.
Okay. And were you still able to complete
No.
the job? At some point, were you going to be able to complete the job? Did you inform her?
She didn't allow me to do so. Once I got out, she was already wanting to cancel.
How long were you in the
whole
hospital
job.
for?
A month.